¿Qué pasó, Miss Cindy?
Hi, wow. I'm like the only one here so far.
Just you and I, friend.
How did that happen? Wow.
How's your listing coming along?
Good. Septic is getting pumped tomorrow. It appraised. Yay.
Double yay?
Yes. Oh my gosh. We were on pins and needles because it took forever to come back. I think that's our last step. I think we're good. And then supposed to close on the 4th.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's a 40-day close instead of 45. Or ish, something like that. So it's going well. Yay.
I like it. I like it. I'm glad to hear things are working. I've had 2 deals that are just absolute fires. Hello, Miss Robin.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Robin.
You have absolute fires, Dan? Is that what I came
Yeah.
And some absolute fires in some of the deals because of appraisals and septic pumps and stuff like that. So,
well, my deal had a good appraisal.
yes, it did. That was awesome.
Yes, I was telling Dan mine appraised as well last week. So hallelujah.
Big relief.
Yes, definitely. So we're getting the septic pumped tomorrow. So last step here. So
Well. We're supposed to start our lead generation series today, but we may start it next week because I feel like everyone's just kind of down activity wise because of the holidays.
no.
No. Why? Where is everyone? Why aren't you working? Hi, Shannon. She's got a new swimming pool to be outside and watch and look at and hang out around.
Yeah, the girls are playing outside.
Nothing wrong with that. Let them play. I actually just pulled up to my house because I had to get this meeting. I got another one across the way a little bit. So this was the closest halfway point. And I pull in and my nephew's 2 kid friends in the neighborhood come running up after me. Is Aston here? Is Aston home? I'm like, no, he's at his house. I'll see if he can come over. But that was kind of funny that they come running up after my truck. So
Must be the place to be.
kids, he's the all day Sunday he played. I didn't see him all day. They were just playing all day everywhere. So, well, what can we work through today? We kind of, like I said, we're supposed to start our lead generation series today, but I think it's really smart to start it next week when after we get through the holiday series, we're gonna have a big break mentally. I wanted to touch base. We didn't have our Thursday class this last week, so where are you at in your business? What can I do to help you out? Hey, Kim, long time no see, friend. Laura's jumping on the call. Oh, it's Laura. Got all kinds of people we don't see all the time. I love it. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
We are going to be starting a Fast Track to Cap series coming the beginning of the year. It's going to be a 12-week rock and roll kind of thing where we're going to have not only the normal PC stuff where we have the Monday and the Thursday, but I'm going to throw the implement in there is probably on Wednesdays after the team meetings or right before the team meetings that we have a private one-on-one with the people that are in the Fast Track, PC or not, and myself, and we're going to go over accountability. We're going to record numbers, so contacts, appointments, listings, and stuff like that. Go over specific details on how to become higher volume and get things cooking. It's going to be a all or nothing type of class. There's going to be requirements. There's going to be non-negotiable targets to hit every week. And if that's something you want to get into to really build your business, let me know. I'll put you into it. But that's something we're going to do for everybody. Open it up through our coaching program.
Dan, how can we let you know? Email you, text you right now?
However you want to tell me.
Okay, Adriana.
There you go. Simple. I got no videos. I got Robin in the back of Cindy's head and Shannon's forehead, but she's on her cell phone, so I know that she's doing a bunch of things.
Sorry, lunch is late today, so I'm making my lunch.
It's all good. You guys take care of your families and stuff, but these are opportunities I want to have for you because I want to build your businesses, and I do not want to see 2020 repeat itself. I want to make it a massive year. We want to have more campers, more business built. I want every one of you, every one of my agents to be massively successful. And I don't want to start thinking in terms of capping or not. I want capping to be a stepping stone on the way to success, far exceeding anything you would ever see, because I want it to be part of the grander scale. I no longer want it to be a maximum. I want it to be the minimum.
Can you explain how you cap what that dollar amount is?
It is roughly 2 million in production.
And that means per contract, I write the purchase price, added and added.
Added and added, if like you and another agent in the company are split, like it's 50-50, they associate half of that value. So it keeps saying waiting, but I hear you. I don't know. That's weird, Kim. Log out, log back in. But that's where capping works out is any valuation they do at 3%, period. They just base you'll see adjusted volume on your DAs and your adjusted volume on your reports and stuff like that. And that's if there was a price reduction, like a commission reduction, like 2.5%, or if there was a contribution you were giving back to the buyer or seller through closing credit, they would do adjustments, or it's a 50-50 split or something with an agent, then you see adjusted volume. So it's about 2.1 million in adjusted volume. The new cap that we're going to in 2021, the $10,000 cap, is going to be 10,000 plus your transaction fees. Sorry, my brain skipped a little bit, which will be like 1.7 million, 1.8 million in transactions. So helps you get their cap faster, make more money, keep more money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do this new year. It's going to be, I'll give you some insight of it. 2 appointments a week, 100 contacts a week, every sales meeting, scripts and role play every day. These are things I know might be hard for some that have full-time careers and gigs outside of real estate, which you can make up. You can make it up by watching the recordings, having a scripting partner that's going to be there at a different time frame. And then just the accountability is texting or emailing or letting me know that you're there. Jason, good haircut?
Got a haircut and somebody wants to put an offer on a house.
Boom. Love it. That's what we do. So, but that's what we're going to be working for, because we're going to step up the accountability. We're going to step up the momentum of things. And if you want to be along on the train ride, it's going to get you there faster. Just like anyone else, you show up more, you seem to do more business. I don't know how that works. It's a weird phenomenon. The more you show up, the more business you have. But that being said, what do you have closing in December? I want to hear from you. I know Cindy's got one closing on the 4th.
Yes.
I have one closing on the 9th. And if my offer gets accepted tonight, I have potential for one closing on December 30th.
So when it gets accepted.
When it gets accepted tonight.
Nice.
I have one November 30th, and I don't know what the turnaround time is. If we put the offer in today, hopefully
Yeah,
by the end of December, hopefully.
You'd be pressed by pushing. If you get it in and accepted today or tomorrow, closing the 31st would be a push.
I have one closing the 24th.
Laura's got one on the 24th.
Christmas Eve present.
Yeah, hopefully with no delays. I do have a question regarding a spuds whenever you get a chance.
Let's bring it out. What you got?
All right, so we're in the due diligence period right now. And inspections were done last week. Our Binzer's not due back until Thursday.
Okay.
But the seller sent me a message today and said, oh, we just moved this poster and we saw this patch. And so they were telling me what they did with it. So do I just update the spuds then and send it back over to the buyer's agent?
You can.
Or, I mean, or do I just send an email and just say, hey, this is what happened? What's the best way to handle that?
The best way to handle it would just be an email to the other agent.
Okay.
Update the spuds in the event that the deal cancels and you have to relist, which it won't happen. You guys are going to keep this one together.
Yeah, definitely. This one, yes. The other ones.
Yeah, then at that point, you would update your SPDS.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
SPDS happens when a deal cancels and the
Oh.
seller is now privy to all the information that they just found out through inspections.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Or if
Thank you.
major work has been done.
Right, like if the roof was done or the termites were treated and that kind of stuff. Got it.
Something like a wall patch, something like that. I wouldn't burden yourself with that. So,
Okay.
oh, Kimberly Maestro closed one today. I don't know if she can talk, but she had an interesting listing, and hopefully we can get that one live. Sam Hughes, it's gonna be a beautiful house. You guys doing okay? I see a lot of just people staring at me, smiling and staring. It's like you're not even moving. I can't hear you, Shannon. Oh,
Are you there?
Yeah.
I have the buyers from Idaho coming down probably Saturday.
Huh?
She's a teacher, so she has a long weekend. Unfortunately, we're finding out within the next 24 hours if I may have a death in the family. Would I be able to have, I mean, is this something, should I just let the buyers know, like, to have like another agent show them around on Saturday if for some reason
Yeah.
he does go? Is that something that's okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We do that all day, every day for you. If you need some help showing some houses, I know we would make sure we get someone to help you out.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I mean, I'll call around and see, if I can have like, Tess or Renee or whatever, but I just want to make sure that wasn't like a taboo thing to do. So,
If something happens, I'll volunteer if you need something.
okay, cool. Thank you. I mean, hopefully it will not be that way, but it's not looking good. So we'll find out.
Sorry for whatever you're going through. It's not fun.
That's the one thing I want more than anything in our community is I don't like having separation. Like if you guys need something, I want it run like a family, like a team where you help each other out. That's always been my vision. It's always been my goal. Even though you're independent agents, you still work together. And I think that's what adds the value is what you have is you've got a big organization around you, plus you've got the camaraderie of a team. Although lately our brothers and sisters have been gone, taking the year off and stuff like that. But good questions. Let us know what we can do, Shannon. Hopefully, the best thing that happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I see Adriana. Did you log back off, log back in? Is it working for you now?
Yes, I did. It was my fault.
Well, that's it.
You want to hear my latest saga?
I would love to.
Okay, so you guys, I've been working with this buyer seller for a long time, since like March. We had a deal fall through as far as a buy, like where he was trying to purchase a home and that fell through with financing. And then he finally decided he was going to list his house. And so we listed it, we got it under contract within a day, and financing just fell through again for the seller, for the buyers of, where he's selling his house. So now we have his house listed again. And we had 2 offers came in. They were both under list. When 2 months ago, the 2 offers that he came in were both over list. So now he's just wants to wait another week to see if he'll get any more offers that are over list. And I don't understand. I'm just frustrated. It's been a very, very long year with this guy. So he's like, okay. I'm like, well, I've brought you 2 offers. You've already walked away from one. And you want to, and this other offer, he's like, yeah, well, if I don't get any offers this week, then I'll counter to this one. And I'm like, but that's not how that works. You need to counter by today, or this guy may walk and you may not ever have to, and you may not have a buyer for another month or so. So thankfully the buyer actually was a Zillow call. We've actually had I've had some luck with some Zillow calls. So, but if I can bring the buyer and the seller, that would be a really good deal. But thankfully the buyer's like, yeah, I'll wait a week. And if it's still there, then, if it's still available, we'll resubmit, but it'll still be under list. So I don't know, what are you guys seeing from your buyers right now? I know for the house that we listed last week, there was buyer fatigue, and another person didn't want to bring an offer because they didn't want to get into a bidding war. Are the buyers just tired? They don't want to fight? Are they not as plentiful as they were 2 months ago? What are you guys seeing on your listings?
I'm seeing buyer drop off.
Okay.
I really am. I'm not seeing the feeding frenzy like we were a couple months ago.
And that's what I'm feeling too. But it's the only house in Rancho Sahuarita under 200,000. There was an open house this weekend, multiple people, but only 2 offers, and they both came in under listing.
How far under listing?
Well, not like way under. I mean, it's listed at 193, came in at 185 and 175.
Is that appraisal or what they just went under contract at?
The one it appraised for 197.
Really?
Uh-huh.
But they accepted an offer so low.
Well, he thinks that he should get another offer for 197, but again, we have the problem with the solar loans that are not assumable, and he wants them to pay $16,000 in solar loans at close of escrow. Plus, he wants them to, pay for a mortgage. And the house is a fixer-upper. I mean, it's not beautiful.
It seems like it's a mess.
At least he's out of it.
True.
So there is that.
Shining.
So
There's the shining.
So that's what I wanted him to do, was to be out of his house before I listed it, but he's out of there. So at least there is that, but it's frustrating because I really feel like, like you said, like the buyers have dropped off. The buyers aren't, in that feeding frenzy that they were a couple months ago.
No.
And I
But
feel like buyers towards the end of the year and the holidays.
Season.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at now. Is the micro season we're going through right now is, if you guys don't know that term, micro seasons just mean other than your 4 seasons a year or holiday shopping season, micro seasons are all catalyst around an event. Right now, we just went through the micro season of the election, which lots of media attention, pulled buyers' response. Now we're going into the micro season of Thanksgiving, Christmas, where there's going to be a lag for a week or 2 between. We're going to see some activity, but we're not going to see this big gulp of deals and stuff happening. And then towards Christmas to the end of the year, again, that 5 days, it's really nothing. People are like, well, why am I listing my house now? I could just wait until after the new year. And then we'll see. We always see traffic pick up in patterns, but I'm definitely seeing some buyer fatigue, but I'm also knowing that there are not as many buyers right now.
Right.
It's just like, oh.
But the inventory is still really low, like Northwest, 200,000, 230, there's nothing, like literally nothing. And then Sarita, there were 2, 3 of them. Like there's just not a lot.
There's not a lot, but we do have a listing appointment this weekend for a 1-story in Sarita. I'm not sure the price point yet, but it might be a little bit higher than 230 if you're looking this way.
She is now. They went from Northwest to Sarita, so big switch.
Yeah, big switch.
Yeah, that's from new amenities to a lot of amenities.
So I have a question. So this buyer, right? This is my first buyer, so I don't know anything. Okay, so I'm just a total idiot at all of this right now.
You are not an idiot.
Um,
You're learning.
so their house in Idaho sells on December 15th. They're gonna do a rent back, but they want to do a cash offer for, you know, whatever house. They don't want to finance it. They just want to take all the proceeds and dump it into the new house. One, how would I write, if they find something Saturday, right? How would I write an offer where it's basically, it's contingent, right? But then after that, it's full cash offer. So I think I'll need help with that. And then the second thing is I think they have up to 230 cash. And if they have a house for 250, they're actually just going to go get a, just a personal loan for the balance. I guess the husband can do that. Good for him. For the balance. So if I'm correct, they're still going to have to prove proof of funds, right, for the cash, and then still have to prove that they're getting the approval of the 20,000, even though it's not their mortgage company. I'm all correct on this, right?
Well, yeah, it's just as long as it can prove funds, regardless of what needs to happen. On
Okay.
the offer side, it's very easy. There's a form. It's called the buyer contingency form. It's buyer contingency addendum, which leaves the contingency there for them to buy a house. You can do a cash offer contingent upon the sale of their other house.
Okay, that's okay. That's what I was trying to make sure. So okay, yeah.
Yeah, check out that form. Go actually look at
Okay.
all the forms, get yourself comfortable with them. If you guys ever have questions, go look at the forms. There's tons of forms out there. Go read them, look at them, understand them. And the buyer contingency one, you're going to see a lot.
Okay, yeah, because that's the only one that I haven't looked through because I'm trying to familiarize myself with the purchase contract first. So when I'm explaining it, I'm not tripping over myself. So I'm trying to familiarize myself with that. And then if for some reason they don't find anything afterward, but they find something after the 15th, I'm not going to worry about that form, right? Because it's going to be an all cash offer.
Right.
Okay.
Which makes it awesome. But they're under contract and closing, so it's still a strong offer, even though it's got a contingency, because it's closing in 20 days,
Right.
25 days, whatever it is. So that's awesome. And they could potentially close on the same day. If they find a house that they love and it's a cash deal, they could probably close the same day. Just
Right.
funds transfer from deal to deal. So
That'd be nice.
that would be awesome. And we're here for you. If you need help writing a contract, let me know. You can walk-
Oh, I'm going to need help, but I will let you know. Thank you. I will definitely need help.
That's what we're here for. For the love of real estate. Okay, what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I want to hear some goodness. We're going to have some kind of a shenanigans a little bit here. Doesn't always have to be work.
Staying home.
Staying home? Okay.
Bought the rest of my groceries today.
How was it? Was the store just a zoo?
It wasn't bad. It was, it kind of felt like a regular grocery day, kind of.
Good.
People weren't like, there was enough of everything. So they were reloading up bags of potatoes. It's not like things are run out. So I did grab a can of pumpkin and stuff just in case I don't get my pumpkin pie at Costco.
Well, yeah, all the real estate people are buying them up.
I know.
Tracy Jones had like 150 of them on her table today.
Who?
Tracy Jones, the Jones team. They had all their pies for people to come get their pies today.
Well, my plan is to go to Costco tomorrow and be there when it opens, but I have to go do the septic inspection first. So I may not make it. So I'm like, I'll grab that just in case I have to make a pie. They're just so cheap over at Costco, and it just saves time. So, and they're good.
I gotcha.
Big. Yeah. Although I'll be having a little sliver.
Yeah, my neighbor dropped off one of those pumpkin pies to me last night.
Nice.
What's your favorite kind of pie, Big Dan?
I don't like pie.
No pie?
Cake.
Cookies.
Actually, that's a lot. The French silk, the pie from Village Inn,
Ooh.
I'll eat the crap out of the inside. I won't touch the pie crust. That's what I don't care about pie is the pie crust.
The crust?
Yeah, I don't like the crust.
So good.
Don't like the crust at all. So I banana cream and that
Banana
French
cream.
pie, and that's about it.
Yes, and apple. You have to have apple.
Yeah, nope, I won't eat apple pie.
Killing me, Dan.
Nope, I will not.
Oh, you
With
might
that
be.
guy, you'll learn I do not care for many sweets. I love them. I eat I'll eat brownies for. Actually, I'm very picky on brownies too, but brownies, cookies, and chocolate, I'm good.
Okay, what's your favorite kind of cookie?
Ooh, oatmeal chocolate chip,
Ooh.
good stuff.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Happy
For-
belated birthday, by the way, Dan.
Thank you.
You
Yeah.
like 30,
What'd you do for your birthday?
big 3-0.
I wish it was 3-0. God, it's 4
Why?
years ago.
You're a baby.
I'm a baby. So I just pretty much stayed at home. My mom came over for dinner. We had my mom, my son, my nephew, and Heather over for dinner. That was it. Hung around. I was lazy this weekend. I was worried actually because I didn't hear from you guys all weekend. Like I only had 4 calls from agents all weekend.
Wow.
And I talked
you last
to
night.
Amber Harvey. I was like, I don't think anyone's working this weekend. It worries me.
Actually, I didn't want to bother you on your birthday, so I didn't I didn't message you. Actually, I could still message you. Never mind.
There's one thing I'll tell you about anything is if I'm in the middle of something and I don't answer, I don't answer. But there's no day that's so important to me that I don't work. Heather got mad that my phone was ringing. It's on my birthday. I was like, it's my dad. I was like, I don't care. And then I talked to Amber a few times. I talked to a couple other agents that needed some help, but like, I don't care. Like to me, this is a 15-second phone call helps you save hours of work. And that's what they call leverage. I got the same thing. I don't want to bug you. I'm sorry I bug you on your birthday. I don't care. I answered the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other thing, hey, Dan, are you busy? That's the dumbest question you could ever ask me.
I like to say, hey, do you have a minute? Because you might not have a minute.
I got 30 seconds. What do you got?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I
the-
just think it's more respectful just to ask them if they can talk.
yeah,
you know.
because even the things like when people, they say, well, they answered the phone, they got time. Not always.
You know.
I always answer my phone just to let people know, hey, I'm in the middle of something. I'll call you back.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love is when you text, hey, you got a second? And I just call you.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I know, hey, I got time. And I tell people, you can tell everyone, if I don't respond within 15 minutes, send another response or call me. Because I will have looked at it, did not respond. So, okay, I'll get back to you in a second. And I have never in my entire business career ever seen where 15 minutes later, I was too busy to respond. So.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you being available to us. It's very helpful.
Yeah, it charges me up. When you guys ask me for questions on stuff, because I know you're working deals, it's exciting to me because I see that you're making money, you're building your business, you're doing the things that you want to do. And that's all that this matters. That's all that this is.
So did you?
Sometimes I start typing a question to you and then wait, I can figure this out myself. And then I do.
That's how you learn. If you get stuck on something, I love talking it through so you can kind of volley back and forth. But I love that. Someone else had something?
No, I was just going to ask you if you did the pie thing with your clients.
I never have, and probably because I don't like pie. I've kind of taken my own bias against it. And here's my thoughts, and I love to give you guys my ideas because I don't mind sharing. My thought was working with like Village Inn or something like that and working out something you could do like a coupon. Take this to Village Inn, redeem it for 1 free pie. Maybe something like that, because then it eliminates going out and buying all the pies,
Mm-hmm.
having them all sitting there in front of you, and having a pie day, which I get the volley of having a connection. But right now during COVID, people are pushing back on that. So
I love that idea of supporting a local business, a small business even.
yeah,
If they, yeah, there's a great bakery down here that I would love to just give them gift certificates and be like, okay, you can support them, get what you want, and it's on us. So happy holidays.
yeah,
I love
try
it.
it. We might even give you a break. Call
Yeah.
them up. Hey, I'm doing something for client appreciation this year. I'm thinking about doing gift cards and just having people come pick up something. I don't want to buy 100 gift cards, but I'd love to, if we could, set up an account where people that come in with this coupon, they get their pie or their cake or what have you, and then I come and total you out at the end, or I can pay for it daily, whatever works for them. And a lot of times business owners will do something. That's what I was thinking. I don't know any bakeries because it's not something that I do. I could not tell you a terrestrial bakery around here that's local because it's not my wheelhouse. I could tell you 100 different auto mechanics that are local.
Mhm.
Merry
That's
Christmas.
a
Have
great
no change.
That's a great idea. Robin, are you on the east side?
I am not, I'm in Marana.
Oh, you're in Marana.
Dove Mountain. Don't let her tell you Marana.
Holy. Dude, you're like in Phoenix for me. Okay.
I'm in Marana. I'm in Thornydale. I'm in the heart of the Northwest.
Yes, you are.
I've
you-
got another question. Sorry, I've got lots of questions. Does Open Door have agents like that show people around to buy houses?
Open Door?
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Huh. We rolled up on the on our listing and there was somebody in there. And when I checked the super, it was an Open Door person, but they were like showing someone. Maybe they were just doing it to price out. I don't know. It was weird, but like they had a client with them.
Yeah, they might, because there are a couple Open Door agents in Tucson.
Okay.
Jackie Moore, Matt something else. Like it's a real person.
Huh.
What I love is when you go into Open Door and you got agents just camping inside of it. Like, get out. Let me show the house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting. Okay, what else you got, Laura?
I think that's it. I got that listing and that listing, and yeah, we're just gonna work on another listing. So we may not have the December. I may not hit December, but maybe it'll be January. And we'll get those numbers, but we'll at least have one hopefully closing in December, which was really nice. And we worked with a relocation company, which my sellers did not want. Oh, that's what it was. They wanted to go with Open Door, and we talked them out of it and said, no, we can get your house on the market sold and for more money. And we did it. So that was really exciting.
Had they talked to Open Door before?
Yeah, they talked to Zillow and they talked to Open Door, and she was sharing that information with me, like showing me what their numbers were, how much they were offering, and all of that. And it just turned out that the husband, he just didn't want to negotiate. He doesn't like negotiating with people. He doesn't like he'll go to the car dealership and he's like, that's the car I want. And he won't even try to negotiate. So he was afraid of that part of it. And so we asked him, just give us a chance. Let's see what we can do. So we signed the papers on Wednesday, put the house on the market on Saturday, and we were under contract by Monday. So that was awesome. And, for $12,000 more than what Open Door was going to offer them.
So he likes leaving money on the table.
12,000 more, plus he didn't pay as much in fees.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it was 12,000 more in sales price, but I bet he netted 20,000 more.
Right. Because you don't even know what else they could have come up with, with all that stuff.
And one of our agents, Warren Bartholomew, has been doing a bunch of deals with Keller Offers and Open Door, stuff like that. And there's a deal that he got, house valued at 275. You can go open market 275. They were offered 243 from Keller Offers and Open Door and all those. They accepted it. Plus, we got through the deal after they were like, hey, we need this, and this done for the appraised value. They came back with the effective sell price at 220. So $50,000 has cost them to the ease of selling it through one of those iBuyers. And that's what I love to have those conversations. We tell people, listen, they're nothing more than an investor looking to get a deal. So how can they buy your house at true market value and resell it for a profit? They have to buy it reduced.
And that's what Jason was telling them, just you're leaving money on the table and
Mhm.
we can help you get that cost back.
I gotta find it. It used to be, I think it was Title Security put it out. There was a comparison versus traditional selling it and with an iBuyer. You need to get that presentation and put it in your listing presentations. I gotta find it, and if somebody has it, let's share it to the group. It is a great infographic that shows why to go with a traditional versus an iBuyer because of their transaction fee and their convenience fees and
All kinds
the
of things.
9,000 other things they charge you for.
Mhm. I've seen it. I don't have it, but I've seen it.
You know what I'm talking about then. So
Yeah, it's just a comparison chart between the two. So
yeah, so that's going to be something, whatever we can do to fortify our listing appointments, but we got to start really pushing the appointments. What kind of appointments we're going to, and if you have a goal of going on 2 appointments a week, buyers and sellers, doesn't matter, how many deals you're going to do a year?
quite a bit.
Quite a bit. When was the last time you focused on that energy?
Mhm.
How many appointments am I going to go on? How many new buyer consultations am I going to do? How many new listing consultations am I going to do?
So to do something, okay, so doing a listing presentation, I know we should present also possibly at the consultation, a CMA for their property. Can we go over that in one of the classes so we can, because I feel like I need a little bit more brush up on that. I don't feel as would, know, like when you guys were talking with Lara about CMA, like, she felt very confident at what it priced out at.
Okay.
Make sense?
Have you watched the videos that I've got out there for the CMAs? Doing the CMAs?
What videos?
A couple of videos that we've done in the last year that were CMA videos. I can send them to you.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, I know how to run the comps and all that stuff, like neighborhoods, and all that. It's just, coming up with the price for that specific home with their specific, details, whether it's 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and all that stuff. Pool, no pool.
Yeah, that's just coming from doing the research. That's where I get it from is having the neighborhood. Like it's easy to do if it's a like built house. You got houses like in my neighborhood that were literally all the same. You can do them, or in like a master plan community like Sahuarita, Vale.
Mhm.
Because there's similar footprint houses. You just go find that same square footage, and I bet it's a very similar model. And you can say, hey, this house, and this whole sold for $275, $280, and $295. They had this, and this amenity. Yours doesn't. Yours does have this, and this. And you can kind of put an arbitrary dollar figure to it
Mhm.
within reason. A pool is not $100,000. It's more like
Yeah.
10. It's
Mhm.
not 40 like some people think it is. Granite in the kitchen, upgraded appliances. These are all things like you can move the needle a little. But
Mhm.
mainly your appraisers are going to look at that core subset of information the last 180 days or even sooner if the market's been interesting, within a half mile of that property of like condition, age, build type, and style. So you cannot compare a 1970s home to a 2020 home. They're not built the same. They're not even close in specific in characteristics. Then you have a gauntlet of other small things, but like a 3-bedroom and a 4-bedroom, it's about $15,000 difference in price. So I'll get those videos and I'll share them to people. We'll definitely do another CMA class.
So, because my current listing, thankfully, it appraised at what we listed it at, and we were under contract for the list price. But coming up with the price, I ran the comps, and there was one home, very, very similar, except it didn't have the living room. So the rest of the floor plan was the same, just no living room. So it was about a 400 change square foot difference in the home.
which is
I
quite,
believe. I'm sorry.
which is quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah. So we're talking, close to 2,900 for my listing compared to like 2,450 for that listing. I mean, the backyard, I think they both had pools, but that one was, a little bit nicer and, but this one had potential because they could really make it what they wanted. So it was just like, okay, we have this one we can compare it with, and it was actually had just gone under contract, and
And that's the things we got the square footage difference. The one thing you can do is you can take the percentage of the addition or subtraction. So let's say it's 400 square feet of a 2,000 square foot home. That's quite a bit, right?
yeah,
You can do the percentage difference and then move your value about that percentage, roughly.
percent.
One thing I wouldn't do is just do the square footage ad. Well, it's 400 square feet bigger and it's sold for $200 a square foot, so $80,000.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, no. Yeah, when I did that, like when I was just looking at the numbers and I took what that house was listed at, it was like 100 and I don't know, can't remember if it was 175 or 177 a square foot. And we took their square footage. I'm like, I remember the number was like 489. And I was like, yeah, I'm not sure that you're going to sell it at 489. Considering that one was listed at 435.
Yeah. I think I'm right. I remember running the comps on that one with you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big Dan, can I ask you about something totally different topic?
Yeah.
So last week, I think it was team meeting, the fellow from the CPA spoke and all about like having a PLLC and all the tax breaks and things. But so I'm not ready to do a PLLC yet, but I wonder, do you have a recommendation for a CPA or tax preparer? And
I am using Deborah. No, it's not Deborah. Is it Deborah?
I wrote to the company that the speaker at that meeting was from, and she said it'd be like $1,500 to prepare taxes for a real estate agent.
That's a lot.
That seemed like a lot.
Right.
What's her name? Barbara. Barbara Ochoa. Barbara Patterson. Barbara Patterson. Barbara Patterson is who I'm using, and so far I've enjoyed her.
And then a lot of those things that he talked about with the self-employment tax, I understand, and the deductions, do you get to do that as an individual as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an individual, so I'm an S corp for myself. So Big Dan Caldwell PLLC, or it's actually Dan Caldwell PLLC, because I need to get the Big Dan acceptable with the ADRE, which I'm going to do. I need to do it. Remind me to do it. Is the employer of Dan Caldwell, the agent? Yeah, it's weird, but that's why I have someone else do it.
Because I don't have an LLC yet.
Either.
I would definitely do it. Even if you're doing one deal, it's worth doing.
Just for the protection.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty easy to set them up. You can do this with the Arizona Corporation Commission online. You can pretty much do most of it online. So I would.
Okay.
I sent you Barbara's contact card. You give her a call, talk to her, see what you think.
Oh, thank you.
And when we set that up, is that when we decide how we're going to set it up? Is it a sole proprietorship or something like that?
Yeah, when you set up your LLC, it's how you want to do it.
That's how we want to do it?
If you're on it by yourself, then you're automatically a sole proprietor.
Okay.
Which is no problem. I got a couple LLCs, so they're simple, easy to have. Doesn't cost you. I think it's $80 to set one up. So go set up the LLC, the PLLC, because you have to be professional, and then go apply for EIN number. So you have a legal tax entity to that LLC. You can open up bank accounts in that name, which I advise because then you're keeping your real estate and your personal life separate, and you're running it like a business.
And then is that also where we have to pay ourselves a salary?
If you're set up like an S corp.
S corp, that's right. Okay.
If you're set up like an S corp, an S corp is going to be the best tax savings. So you're not paying the $15,000 a year in self-employment tax on top of other taxes. So
Taxes are complicated.
yes,
Yeah, I understand.
no good reason.
If we don't have, so if we don't have a PLLC, do we still have, or how are we, I don't know. I've done my CPA has been doing it, so I don't know how he does my taxes.
So that's what I was wondering.
He knows I'm a real estate agent and he works with a lot of them, so I'm assuming he is figuring out the taxes somehow. But I haven't earned a ton of money from real estate that, I don't know. He hasn't told me to worry yet.
You're gonna
You
build
know?
to the point where it's good, but even if it's one deal and something like that, like $80 for an LLC, just have your bank account separated, and you can show the write-off aspect of it. You can save yourself the personal income difference. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely look into it. I recommend it highly.
It makes sense. I just thought since I haven't done it to this point, like get through this year, do the taxes, and then.
And then set it up. Mhm.
Yeah.
I would set it up now and get it started. And if you can backdate everything through this year and save yourself some money, why not?
And it has, but we can set it up ourselves online, you said? We don't have to go through an attorney or anything like that, right?
It's easier going through an attorney for your PLLC, but you go through, it's Arizona Corporation Commission, set up an online account and create your own PLLC. It has to be your name. So Cindy Cummett or the Cummett team.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that ADRE has guidelines. So if you want the exact guidelines, go to azre.gov, pull
Mhm.
up the guidelines for PLLC, make sure you have the right verbiage, create your own PLLC, have that right verbiage. You can go to the ADRE and say, hey, this is my PLLC. I'd like to use it. You can take that to your tax people. They can file everything under your PLLC. You can show that. You can create an EIN number, go open a bank account pretty much the same day. And then after time, you can open up a credit card under the business name and have a truly standalone business.
Yeah, because I was just going to ask if we make any purchases, it would have to be all done under that, like that account, like not under your personal account, so you don't mix it up.
Yeah, that's why they don't want you to commingle funds, but unfortunately that does happen from time to time.
Mm-hmm. Well, like you buy yourself, a laptop or something, but it doesn't, you don't necessarily have the funds at the moment, but you use your personal credit card, but it's a business expense.
Yeah, it's just, it's harder to negotiate. It's harder to navigate the tax aspect when the funds are commingled like that, because you can't say, well, it's a business purchase or a personal purchase. That's why a business account is super helpful, because you have those things clearly identified. So it's definitely worth it. If this is something you look at doing longer than a year, go open up a PLLC, create a bank account so you can have a standalone.
Okay.
So good conversation to have. Any other questions from the galleries of gals? It's just us gals hanging out.
Yeah, you got 4 women here.
Just us the girls hanging out. I love it. You girls show up to everything. The guys don't. They're like, oh, I don't need this. Yeah, you do.
I know, where is everybody? Where's Tess? Where's Teresa? Where's?
I don't know.
I
Because I
haven't
did
seen Tess in forever.
invite, but it's on the calendar. So
Tess hasn't even been on any of the calls.
yeah, she's been going through some stuff,
Oh, no.
trying to work out a deal and have all kinds of stuff, and just
Hmm. Oh, I need to do my, well, I started this last listing in Command before I found out that we were gonna go back and doing everything through Dotloop. So I'm gonna finish it through Command. But I need, so now I was waiting for the appraisal to come through. So now that it has, I need to go in there and do the offers and commission portion.
Yeah.
So where do I go and put in my productivity? And
they cut it out. They do it.
I didn't hear anything.
The DA will do that, like when they do the dream sheets.
She'll do it. Okay, I just do that. Okay.
Just put it in and fill it out. The rest of it bounces. She takes care of everything.
Okay. I just want to make sure there wasn't anything I needed to do.
I love Command because the green sheets part of Command is so much easier.
Yes. Yes. That's the only thing I like about it.
So much.
I haven't done a green sheet in forever because last year Leah took care of it. So, and yeah, I haven't touched a green sheet in forever, so I don't remember how to do it.
So good questions, guys. I like it. You guys are coming up with some goodness.
Trying.
Awesome. What else we can do? Because I'm going to cut you guys loose. Otherwise, go do something great. We have Thanksgiving in 2 days. We'll
Yes.
see you back on Monday, more than likely.
Yes.
Very well.
Can't think of anything at the moment.
Well, even if you got something over the weekend, call me because, like I said, I'm here.
At least I learned not to buy you a pie.
Well, thank you. You can buy me a pie. If you want to buy a pie, I will tell you they will not go to waste. I have enough people around me that love pie that I will make sure they get some pie.
Just you personally.
So my dogs are excited that I'm working at the house. You keep seeing the little blob pop up here.
I can hear him playing.
Moose's toy he keeps trying to bring to me. No, dude.
Yeah.
No. Like he knows when I'm signing off a call. He knows my tone. He's like, Dad's getting off a call. I get to go play.
Right? Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, if I don't see or talk to you until Thanksgiving, hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with your families or yourselves, whatever you're going to plan on doing. If you need me, I'm here for you. Please don't hesitate. I don't want you out there in the weeds when you got support.
Yeah. There'll be
Thank you.
calls the next 2 mornings though, right?
Scripts and tricks on until Thursday. So
Just checking.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
we'll see you later, guys.
All right. Have a great day.